You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game, right? Any edge that you could create. But now, well, now's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
So out runs their offense for the first time this game. They'll be led out by a promising young rookie quarterback from Florida State.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Straight to the air they go. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. Looking right, and he finds him. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 21. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jerome Baker has it. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Good return here of 19 yards. And it'll be Seahawks football. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 43. Has him running the comeback. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to... Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It is caught left side. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. 3rd down from the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get the game's first points here in the 2nd. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Prater adds the PAT, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Detroit getting its offense set for their 2nd drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Rattler setting to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Lions looking down a very long field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 32. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back to throw. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New set of downs for him at the 38. Back now, pressure on its way. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Cut out left. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now. He'll throw it yet again. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Pass is caught at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. It's a Seattle touchdown. Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. Rattler. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this will hit the goal line and then go into the end zone for a touchback. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. First down, ball at the 36. Stevenson with another carry. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. He beams one deep right up. They connect on the deep shot. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. 3-touchdown game for the rookie. That's pretty good in your debut season, Brock. But then you look at the clock and you see, oh, wait, we still have a whole half of football to play.
Yes, when some of that psychology comes into play, don't just be satisfied. You can look at it one of two ways. I'm satisfied with what I've done, or you look at it and go, I got another half. I can throw 3 more of these babies.
Prater on for the PAT. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. This was an extremely one-sided first half.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
This one to tighten up significantly.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
They'll send their tight end right. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. They're going play action. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Stopped for no gain, and it leaves them 6 yards out on 3rd and goal.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. This from 30 yards out. The kick by Shudak is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
On the return, here's Jones. This return makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter.
And that one pass was crazy that he got from the left. Deep left crossing. That was crazy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. Nabs along that sideline. Samuel. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks put up even more points in a win. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Lions offense returning to the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. Second and 10 now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here. Third down. Rattler to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Rattler back to throw. Searches from the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it on third and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks will get it back with some time to work with. We reached the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. In motion right is Jones. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to the air here. That's caught for the first. Oh, this big guy is moving. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Higgins makes the catch. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. On target to his man Higgins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win. And I think you'd agree, we see some more lockdown football in their future. So that's going to do it for us here at EA Sports. This has been another presentation of Madden Ultimate Team. The Seahawks winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game. That game, I felt confident throughout. And definitely, I think I may have 1 interception. That was about it. Other than that, it's a really good game, 300 yards. Compared to no touchdowns and 132 yards. So 5 touchdowns, can't complain.
From the home of many a title run and one of the NFL's most successful franchises, you're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's brought down after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 24. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Has it in close. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Now a give to Stevenson, coming right. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They've got a man in motion. Third down from the gun. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Prater adds the PAT. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And bringing them out as a former 5th rounder from South Carolina, and before that, Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
And one thing I get a little tired of around draft time, Kate, is hearing all these people say, oh, he can make every throw. He can make every throw. Technically, sure, every guy that's drafted can make every throw, but how special are those throws? How much accuracy, how much zip? When it comes to Spencer Rattler, dude's got a live arm. It isn't the arm or the skill set that saw him fall to the 5th round. It was some of the ups and downs in college. And when given a chance and the right supporting cast, he does have elite arm talent.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. Connection made to Judy. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. He manages to innovate there. The Titans win the first down. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. From the 37. That pass complete to Mars. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Judy now in motion left. First down from the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Rattler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Here's Rattler. Finding Judy. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Titans in position to attempt a field goal. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. The kick by Shudak is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return starts at the 9. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line. The Seahawks and their quarterback ready to take over once again. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Throwing from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From midfield now. It's complete to Stevenson. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. From the red zone now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. They'll throw it again. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Putting the tight end in motion. Rattler to the air now. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. One final shot before halftime. As a man, Dalton Schultz. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to my passing, that I did a good job of passing this game.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Brock Heward.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So here's the Tennessee offense getting ready to start our third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. This is complete to Schultz. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Julian Blackman. And the Seahawks are stopped a little inside the 30. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
He finds him right side. Touchdown, Seattle. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18. kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They send Moss in motion left. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Give that tackle to Broderick Washington. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5. Rattler setting to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowballed.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. Being a rookie quarterback at Ass Payton, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Titans and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Finds him over the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Shotgun now on 3rd down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Looking to return from the 29. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Back now, pressure on its way. Caught by his back. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Seahawks have the football, and they're in great shape with this sizable lead. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They go again with Stevenson. And they bring him down around the 34. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Seahawks on the favorable end of this blowout. Second down now, 7 to go. The give inside to Stevenson. Oh, he trucked that defender. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to him. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Seahawks continue piling it on here in the 4th. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Titans ready to take over on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Throwing from the gun here. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Judy there to grab it. Broke through the tackle. And he's going to be brought down after getting some to the 22.
Typically, when you throw that comeback, you're looking for a little bit more yardage. But if you've heard me say it once, Kate, you'll hear me say it 100 times. Never, ever turn down a completion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punt team on the field. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Has it at the 37. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win. And I think you'd agree, we see some more lockdown football in their future. That's it for all of us. On behalf of our crew and my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. This has been another edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.
Yeah, we had 2 picks. 2 picks. That was for a touchdown. That was a pick right there for a touchdown. Yeah, we had 2 picks, and 2 of them was for touchdowns. That was a defensive game, 3 points. 92% completion rate. Love it, love it, love it.